So Dad's Report channel 108. What channel you need to watch? What channel you need to see? Is that channels you watch? Channels I see. Not here to impress, only here to express. This is May the 31st, 2023. It'll soon be Christmas 2025 and Easter 2030. Half of the year's gone already. It's a weird day, weather-wise. It's been cool, cold and cloudy and gloomy. The sun's trying to come out now, it's getting warm a bit. The rest of the country's been very hot, but for some reason, southeast corner of England, London, etc., doing the old cloud spraying, isn't it? Lots of chemtrails going on. That's why. Weather modification, geoengineering. But I'm not going to talk about that on this one. Yeah, I'm going to talk about. There was an interview with this young BBC bird called Mariana Spring. She's only 27 years old, and she's one of these fucking she's come out of university. She goes straight to the BBC. Total clown world clone, basically. NPC Maximus. Sold the soul to the dark side, obviously working with the BBC, obviously believes that the BBC is the harbinger of truth, the conveyor of truth, and yeah. And she was interviewing Darren Nezbit, the main editor of the Light Paper, also flat earther. Big in the movement, Darren Nezbit up in Manchester. I first came across Darren Nezbit back in 2016 when he did a flat earth presentation at St Anne's. That was very compelling, and that's when I went flat. I'm not even going to talk about flat earth on this one, but I did go flat after that, as a lot of people did. I met Darren Nezbit a few times as well, quite randomly really, every time. Sometimes on the anti-lockdown marches, and once in Manchester itself where he's busking. I was my Facebook friend for a while, and I chatted to him, had some communication with him. My only beef with him really is that he's a hardcore King James Version Christian. I have an issue with that. I can never understand why the truthers go for the King James Version of the Bible. Perhaps it's because he was the one that translated what was before a Latin scripture, and he made it accessible to the English-speaking peasant population. But that's another one, isn't it? That's another one to discuss at another time. I don't know if you can hear well, it's a bit breezy down here, so I'm not sure if it's coming out clear. So over 3 hours, I'm going to stand here, try and get out of the wind. For over 3 hours, Darren Nezbit was talking to this BBC bird. I listened to the first hour of it or so, and he's making a good point. She's trying to fucking slam him for shit. She's trying to make out that because some of the people who wrote articles in Light Paper are anti-Semitic and Holocaust deniers, and everything's always trying to twist everything around to being extreme right-wing conspiracy theorists, It's always about that, isn't it? Extreme right-wing conspiracy theorists. And she's twisting it all, twisting it and turning it. It was an unedited footage on Rumble. I don't know what the BBC edited version is. They've obviously made it in such a way that it makes him look like an idiot. A tinfoil hat wearing, right-wing, extreme, Bible-bashing conspiracy theorist, flat earther on top of it. I don't know what that is. But people have an issue with Darren Nezbit. Some truthers have an issue with him. Some would say he's a shill, he's controlled position. Why would he allow himself to be interviewed by the BBC on the BBC Verify? Why would he be the one to be interviewed? That's one question. And why would he put himself through all that? And he should know that once it's been edited, will the BBC portray him in a positive or a negative light? Obviously, they're going to portray him in a negative light. So there's that question that Darren Nezbit is a But Shill on that level is allowing himself to be used by the BBC to discredit the truth movement, you know. But the same people, the same persons even, who discredits Darren Nezbit as being a shill and has no sort of good feelings about himself, will discredit David Icke. I mean, he's a follower, an unbiased follower of David Icke, and many people have issues with David Icke too. He's another one, isn't he? Another controversial figure. People say he's controlled opposition. He's working for the other side. He's there to corral everybody into, all the so-called truth seekers, into a corner, so they can all be identified, etc. We all know what the Shill game is: controlled opposition. The best way to destroy the opposition is to control the opposition. But the same person that's saying this about Darren Nezbit, he won't hear anything bad said about David Icke. So that's a bit of a strange one. And I can see both sides of the same story, really. and a lot of people started their truth journey with David Icke, and then later on they slag him off and say he's a complete shill, and just got nothing good to say. They've got nothing good to say about David Icke, even though he was the one that set them off. So you've got to give credit where credit's due. A lot of what David Icke says is really spot on, and some of what he says is complete bullshit. And you can say the same for Darren Nezbit as well. I mean, these people, you just got to take the cream of what they're saying and can the rest. The stuff that resonates with you, I'll take it aboard and go along with it and research it and find what other people say about it. Everybody has a different point of view. Everybody has a different point of view. Everyone has a different point of view. Every single person sees things differently. There's no way everyone can see things the same. So yeah, I think that's all I've got to say really on this.